for checking them and check it out now. People, we're back talking about a familiar topic. Now, we've been trying to figure out who the fuck killed hip-hop ever since Nas proclaimed hip-hop was dead. Actually, I could trace people saying hip-hop was either dying or dead for at least 15 plus years. Now, people have always thought that hip-hop was dying, but in reality, it's changing. Now, it's not only with the artists and the art being produced, but it's also with the fans of the generations and the people who listen and the people who are being catered to. But a lot of people don't like acknowledging that because it's easy to point the blame at one particular person. But y'all all remember, more than 10 years ago, Nas, and Nas is like Nas, right? Nas said hip-hop was dead, right? So how the fuck are we saying hip-hop is dying twice? I don't know nobody that could die twice except Jesus. Y'all need to cut it out, all right? Now check this out, because these days people all point to one particular person, or at least a genre of particular people, to kill hip-hop. They're saying mumble rappers are killing hip-hop, all right? Niggas like Yachty, Uzi, okay, 21 Savage, even though they don't really mumble as much, but they all fall within the category of mumble rap just because it's not like traditional rap, okay? It's a bunch of ad-lib rap, and it's a bunch of turn up, we lit, and in reality, the hottest thing about the song is the beat and then the ad-lib, and there's no lyrics, okay? So a lot of people are saying they are killing hip-hop. Now, again, Yachty, for whatever reason, he's like the lightning rod for criticism. Everybody been getting at him, from old folks to people of yesteryear and, of course, legends. And, I mean, he kind of invites some of it on himself, because when asked about legends like Biggie and Tupac, he didn't necessarily have the best response. And also, he kind of maybe even wants this type of attention because he did record his friends, not him, but his friends, making comments about Drake being better than Pac. Now, he was recently asked in an MTV interview, like, what does he think about this whole thing? Now, he actually made a profound statement, and he said this, all right? I'm going to read it, and for all you non-reading motherfuckers, listen up. He says, people say I'm destroying hip-hop, and I'm like, there's so much hip-hop, and it's so popular, so I don't know why I have the power to destroy it. He says, listen, it's ridiculous. Also, I feel like there are genres within genres everywhere else. Like in rock, you don't hear Slipknot complain about Paramore not being hardcore enough, but hip-hop has to be one type of thing. Hardcore, street, storytelling, the struggle. Or it's not real, I don't get it. People bash Drake based off the fact that he didn't suffer, but who cares? Do you like the music or not? Now we continue by saying, bro, hip-hop is not one thing. I feel like that's the only thing that can hold us back now, is listening to that bullshit. It's just, I've never been so frustrated as on this topic. I am literally just having fun. What's wrong with that? Why are we being held to these old standards? I feel like I'm the only new generation rapper who speaks or blogs about this. I'm just gonna speak my mind, bro. Fuck it. Now, let's be clear. He's right about the last part. We ain't gonna get Uzi speaking on it. Kodak don't even want to speak on why he got beef with Lil Wayne, so he definitely ain't speaking about the change in music. 21 Savage is just too much street to even address this type of malarkey. He could say anything, right? But for whatever reason, Yachty seems like the person that everybody could get at, right? Now, let's be clear about what he's saying, because he does have a point, right? A lot of people are blaming the musicians, but people are forgetting that these guys have gotten insanely popular to, listen, play this. One of the new rappers who I actually like some of his music, his name is Ugly Guy, like he admitted, he said his music is trash. Now, he doesn't even know why people are attracted to it, but people are. So again, there's an audience for what these guys do. The generation now is actually attracted to their music, and they want it. They clamor for it. They don't want that old shit. They don't want a Dave East. Dave East was on the double XL cover. And of course, I'm not gonna lie, some people do, but the majority that like Yachty and Uzi, they don't want that. Right? So there's an audience there, and anytime in any type of business or market, when there is a demand, there will be supply. And that's why you have Yachty, Uzi, for better or for worse. Again, they're taking music in a different way, different lane. And again, that's why we label it mumble rap, right? Again, they're still within the boundaries of hip hop. It's just different. Now, a lot of people don't like change. People don't like change. And I personally feel it's never been more balanced, right? I listen to Vince Staples. I listen to Joey Badass. I listen to Uzi and Yachty. If you want to find that super lyrical shit, you want to find stuff with more substance, you can. You want to just turn up for the night, or say you're off one and you just trying to get lit, you can find that music as well. The constant concern and finger pointing at these particular rappers like they are solely molding hip-hop into something that you don't want it to be, or they're killing hip-hop again, right? It is clearly incorrect, right? The people who are supporting them want this. And if you see how they blew up, they weren't blown up by millions of dollars that were fueling their career like back in the day, because all them niggas that you got on back in the day, hundreds of millions of dollars went into promoting them, pounding them into your ear every single fucking day on the radio. They were basically packaged and they were paid for. Most of these guys now, they just came up off the internet. Whether they went viral, whether they had a movement, whether they had a fucking silly dance or a funny joke, that's just how they kind of got on. Now, that's as organic as it could get. Now, I love organicness in hip-hop, right? That's why I like the Chicago movement, because the big corporations can determine what was hot and what was not. Again, you may not like Yachty and you may not like Uzi, but when you look at how they came up, I just can't see how people could actually blame the artist, as opposed to realizing that there's a change in the generation and there's a demand for that type of music, okay? Now, I'm not gonna lie, right? Because some people might say, hey, listen, the people, you have to lead them in the right direction, right? Now, maybe Yachty and, of course, Uzi and others, maybe they could definitely show a dedication to the craft to let people know that, hey, I'm here now. And even though you kind of just got onto me because, like, whatever I was popping online or came across your timeline, I love the music, I love the art, and I'm trying to elevate it. And that's my only critique of them, because at times when they talk about the music, they don't seem to have that type of care for the art, right? And that's problematic for a lot of people who have put in a lot of work to get it to the point where they could get on, right? And I understand that. Right, so I do think Uzi and Yachty, they need to show a little bit more appreciation for the art, okay? Again, we get it. Y'all are having fun. But when you say you just out here having fun and you kind of dismiss the hard work and the actual art and also the process or the history, it makes it seem like you're disrespectful and you're going to get blamed for ruining hip-hop, because they see you as somebody who lacks appreciation, not only of the past, the current status, but definitely of the art itself that's getting you paid, all right? But we cannot forget the people who like this shit. There are thousands of people online that love that shit and they want it, all right? So yeah, you guys can comment box. What do you guys think about this? Lil Yachty, he's protesting, man. He says, man, cut it out, man. I'm not the guy who ruined hip-hop. And he actually resents that people would even think that he's the person killing or ruining hip-hop. What do you say? Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like. Definitely subscribe to your boy Akademiks. I'm up.